1808. Numbers don't lie. Do you know your numbers? Do you know your numbers? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Feel the energy? You like it? You love it? Do you want some more of it? Are you fear-based? I'm watching someone from my bird's eye view. And I can't even imagine, what I'm seeing. And then, I'm putting myself in context of what's going on and people who, the way they are acting and, being so brave, right? They're so brave to go burn stuff and to be angry. And, wow. Mama Bear inside me is just like, whoa, people really do choose pain. They like it. And, like what I'm watching from my view here is someone who received a service and, picked on it the whole time he was receiving it, didn't receive it with gratitude. And, the side effects of the days after, how he's doing. It's hard to grasp, but allow everyone to do what they need to do for themselves, right? This is what feels good. Feels like standing up. Somebody who's been sitting there fucking bitching all their life must feel really good to get up and start burning something, eh? If you never spoke up before. So yeah, there must be a lot of righteous indignation in there. Hey, that way. Woke up this morning, went to your video, seen the squirrel. Love how you get so excited. Really? Most people don't really enjoy that in real life that are with me. That's why I'm single. Because it's really cute at first, but then that's too much. So, take your attitude and shove it. Weird, eh? How people fall in love with someone for a reason, and then that's the exact thing that they start to pick on when they got in there. I love it. See the patterns? That way, coffee's done. Just poured my first cup. I'm just coming back I went to do groceries for another little helper bee. And then I was like, oh, I don't really know if I feel like a coffee. I've been on peach tea all morning and water. And I was like, yeah, me do want a coffee. And it was funny because yesterday I was like, I'm going to get a regular. Fuck some people up. They're used to what I get and everything. So I ordered my coffee today, just normal. I get to the window and there's 3 of them looking at me going, you didn't like that regular, eh? And I was like, it's not that it was bad or anything. It just didn't taste like what I was used to. And I thought I was like, because I don't mind coffee tasting anyway. I don't mind if there's no cream. I don't mind if, what kind of sugar or sweetener. I can even drink it black. So, but yeah, it was funny. Just the reaction of someone changing a routine. So it worked in the way that I wanted it to, because it got a giggle out of us this morning. Hey, Kelly O'Brien. How are you? How you doing? I don't even have words for how I'm doing, really. I should put a trigger warning. I may implode or explode on camera. Me not know. I don't know what and when it's all gonna happen. But woo! Hey, Agony and Gets the Money. How are you today? How's your day? Kelly says it's hard to say, LOL. I don't know. There's a lot of beautiful ways to say it. And I don't even know. Alex, hello, beautiful people. Hey, all the beautiful people for sure. How are you, Alex? Beautiful soul. Doing A-okay? Agony and Gethsemane? I think I'm starting to say that writer and writery. Not sure. But hey, it's my live stream. I'll put the accent on the words if I want to. And I'm not even meaning to. Kelly O'Brien says, yup, it's wild east out here. Do you have, like, stuff where you are in Michigan, Kelly? That way sends out a giggle. I can't even remember what I said already. Yeah, I've been just like, rah! It's just... Yesterday after the live stream, we went to the beach, and we ended up just meeting two people that we had never met, and I truly, I understand that I was on track the way I needed to be because of the one person who had the balls to tell me I was fucking not on track. And brother, I love you. I needed that. And because I was in the alignment to be nurturing what's coming to me in my reality is, you know, it's a pivot. It's more. It's what I've been asking for, and because I have to integrate the nurturing more, you know, tomboy, you know, gonna kick ass and nobody's gonna get in my way. 48 years, and that self is not allowed to pass through. The parts of her that, you know, make her that way, but not, you know. So yeah, one of the most intense, amazing conversations face-to-face that I've had in a long time. I always have epic conversations with people. I'm not, you know, but what I mean by that is, you know, the gravy in it, the realness, the openness, and you know, the shell-shocked look of somebody saying, like, I needed to see you today to hear these things. And you know, when we are on this journey, one of the things that happens is when you know, when we start to discover a lot of stuff, it's like we just discovered our penis, right? And we want to fucking play with it all the time, and we would really want to show it to everybody. And so, you know, we're gung-ho. Look at this, look at that. I know this, I know that. And, you know, so what I've learned throughout the years is, you know, for me, what works best is just wait till someone is ready. They will come to me. You know, the jumping up and down to say, like, you know, I can teach you this, or I know this, or if you knew this, doesn't really help. And I'm seeing the full circle of that no matter how open I thought I was, the nurture is pivotal for now, for these times. Agony and Gethsemane, yes, man. kind of cheese do you like? My favorite cheese is brie and camembert. Melted. I don't like it out of the fridge. That melted or room. Nah, I like it melted best. Room temperature is good, but melted. And I really am not an experimenter of cheese. I know that you know that I'm French, but I am French Canadian. I am Quebecoise. I am not French from France. I don't do the wild cheeses and all the, fancy Frenchy stuff from Francie. Is so different from Quebecois. And especially me, because I'm Quebecois from Témiscamingue. And that is not Montreal or Quebec, Quebecois. Not at all. So, basically, I'm a hick in girls' clothing, Actually, I wear boys' clothing sometimes, too. Most times. A lot, actually. But not because of that way. And I don't mean that way who's here. I mean that way that's the trans way. Just, I don't know. Why am I saying this? Sometimes it just gets weird being here by myself. Just saying, so, guess what? Oh my God. So once upon a time, in October of 2019, I met the Milky Way. Yeah. Y'all know Milky Way? I met Brian, the milkman. And when we connected, he said, would you like to be on my show? And I said, yes. And I said, you will know when you know. And boom, we left it at that. Because that's how I think that it should go, right? You know when you know. So we know when we know, and June 19th, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. I am doing my first official merge with another channel. I'm not quite sure who else is going to be on. That's up to Brian. Brian has free reign. I says, dude, just remember, I roll off the energy and vibe of what's going on. Don't think I'm coming in with anything besides hello. You know what I mean? Basically. So, yeah, me and Milky. And I don't know what else. Who else? That's boop, boop, boop. That's his bag. So we'll see. Mama Bear's doing it. Yeah. So, yeah. So pretty much right now, the thing that stresses me out the most is I got to remember at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Friday, that we're doing it. We're doing it. Y'all ready for this shit? Yeah. That way says, cool to see you around a few places last night, Alex. Aw, neato. Yeah. I love that feeling for sure, too, eh, that way? That made me shaky. I gotta breathe. Alex says, well, sometimes I feel like I'm everywhere. Oh, Alex. We are source. We are everywhere. Angelfish. Huggles. Ooh, Huggles. I'll take a Huggles. Thank you, Agony and Gethsemane. When you peek inside, you see you are everywhere. Exactly. Alex says, I love the French language. Agony and Gethsemane. Huh. Well, I like cream cheese, Swiss mozzarella, and crackers. Aw, right on. Yeah, I'm not so crazy about cream cheese, just, let's put cream cheese on something, but integrate it into stuff. And Swiss mozzarella and, cheddar. Parmesan and feta. But really, other than that, my family will have, all sorts of cheeses, and it's yeah, no. My sister brought cheese from Paris once, and I think her fridge might still stink, and that was 2.5 years ago. Alex says, great news, Genevieve. Yep, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Meaning that we booked it, and it's a go unless something stops us, right? Who knows? How's your day going, Angel Fish? It was so cool. Like, when Lily Rose found somebody, like I said, we found people. We were talking to people on the beach, and just like Lily Rose and like the interaction, it's nice. It's nice, you know. We homeschool. We're different, but we've never, and we're not integrated in society. We don't, you know. But I've never not seen Lily Rose with other children for such a long time frame, you know. So it's nice. It is, and it's because like I told the person I was speaking to last night, I was like, you know, it's hard as a parent to be sitting here and to see like that the kids, they don't even know how to interact with each other, if they should talk to each other or not, like, and that the parents are telling their kids not to talk to a kid, or other parents say like Lily Rose and I, like, we know, right? Like we don't have fear of this. We have zero judgment of any beliefs of anything. So really, if a kid came to the beach with a mask on, she'd be on it playing just as, you know, she wouldn't care about that. Just, and how it feels for her to, you know, not know, and to just feel the energy of, right, the other kids, which, you know, they're few and far between, because people are staying home more than being out and about, like, so. Damn, says Agony, I heard stories about the milkman. He. Ha, you're funny. I get it, and I would totally be like, whatever, but it's Milky Way, right? So it's so another word for me that you could say all the milkman jokes you want. Me and Brian are cool, and it's about the Milky Way. So the milkman jokes away for sure. That way says, I think it will be very awesome. Actually, I know it will be. Dude, for me, this is my first time putting myself out there. I have literally saved myself to not. I've never been about the subs. I'm not about anything. I am just here to be me. And I also have chosen the path where I'm not doing the thing where my lessons are through my people on my channel, that they're going to attack me and I'm going to have to learn how to, you know, blah, 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 figure all that stuff out, you know? So it'll be interesting for me if it brings in new people, you know, the dynamic, because I see it as staying stable and intense and amazing and pure as it is. And that's all I'm putting out there. So, and that's all I will allow to receive back. You've seen how I deal with people who are of a frequency that feels good to me. It's not about, you know, hurting anyone. It's not about telling anyone, you know, whatever, but I won't accept certain things into my field. I won't, you know. I'm not going to apologize that I put my face on fucking YouTube, but I didn't come here to be called the words that people would see me as. That's not what I'm here for. So, you know, I choose my boundaries and I try to keep it as kind as I can, but, you know, there's a reason what I segue, you know, talk about at the beginning of the nurturing. I pull on the masculine. I'm all about the hard, you know, tough love and all of that. I've told, since I started my channel, I used John Wick as my example of how, you know, he was the movie, because you can think what you want, you know, about the body count and everything, but he only killed the fucking people who were coming at him like fucking assholes. Every person who ever came at him with honor he spared their life. He left them alive. You know? So there's a lot of reasons why I chose that, and why I've also always said it straight up. I walk alone, and there's no take no shit in me. There's none. So that was, it's been a warning I was saying all along, to use kindness with me, because that's the only thing that will be allowed. In a good way. Does that make sense? Bravery, how you doing? It's so nice. I was going actually for once to check the number. I wondered what the number on the thermometer was at a certain time in the shade this morning, and then I got distracted by something. I think it was the chipmunk. Yeah, that squirrel this morning was amazing, eh? And he wanted to be filmed, I swear, because he was hanging around, and I was saying, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I would share you on YouTube. And then all of a sudden he was like right there. So I stood up and did 3 steps to be closer to just, be able to film it so you could see it was a squirrel. I don't know, for me, because cameras, doesn't give the impression. If I would have walked to him, he would have been like 10 steps away of my steps. So that's how close he was. And just the way he stood up like that. And yes, I do get very excited. Fish bouncing off the walls. Gotta get out of the house. I need a different angle on today's view. Feels necessary to explore. I understand that. Yeah, I totally get it, Angelfish. High vibes coming in, high frequencies, high energies. It's not going to slow down, and this weekend is a game changer. I know I say that when I do, but there's a reason. And, know thyself. If you're part of the certain thing right now, you gotta get through it. Bravery says, I am high. I mean high. Hey, my day off. Oh, right on. Happy day off, Bravery. Lily and I are going to go to the beach after. Actually, we're going to pick up her sister, my daughter Amy, and her best friend. So, that's like really nice. Kind of pumped about having like my chicklets. Actually really pumped. I think that's awesome. Man, I shake my head a lot, eh? Hey, how are you, Mountain Rain? How's your day, beautiful? I love you too. I love you too. How you feeling? How are you? Agony says parachute advised. Corey Reeves. Hi, Corey. How are you today? Welcome. Nice to see you. Umbrella. Not sure why the umbrella and the parachute there, G. Memory said that was supposed to be Mountain Rain. What did you write instead? I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever. Everybody's showing the love to everybody. Bravery. Mountain Rain says, Bravery, I'll take a mountain sour. Love you. That's funny. Oh, nice. You're with your kids? Still waiting for the kids to wake up so we can hang out, says Bravery. Nice, sweetie. Did you get 2 days off in a row? So then did you go see the kidlets? Or are they coming to you? Oh, Mountain Rain says, I meant mountain shower. That way says, I guarantee no one will attack you. I also do as well. I'm putting it out there. It is honestly that way. Don't you dare stick up if anybody does. I know how to handle it. I mean, if you need to, you need to, whatever. But a lot of it, if it happens, will be to just show how to exit that gracefully. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I really mean it when this is a game changer weekend. So, I've only been attacked, and I use that word, and it's just like, it sounds like such a big word. Like under 10 times in a year and a half, I've been on YouTube. First of all, why? Because I don't put that out there. Second, because I needed it for the interaction of bringing that person in. I can't really remember anyone who said anything, nasty or, said something that, isn't with us now, whether they be here now in the moment or usually, or, the one watching in the back. So it's all a learning curve for someone, for everyone, if it does happen, but I'm not worried about that. Besides the way that Brian rolls is with the conversations, like he will look into he won't throw anything out at me, and it'll be more like after people coming in, but it's hard for someone to, it's not happening that way. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt me anyways when it does. It's more for how it makes other people feel and how to, put the situation on a track that is of a fifth dimensional perspective and not. And sometimes I'm immature. I really am. I love my potty mouth, and that immaturity sometimes gets the best of me because, just go for the soft spot of someone. It's very easy. Frequency energy doesn't lie, right? So it's easy to know the soft spot just by how somebody would say something to me or anyone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Angel fish, I feel all antsy in the pantsy. I'd like to say that I'm not, but that would be like bullshit because I just can't stop moving, right? I am like angelfish. I was trying to think this morning, what could I compare this to? And, a part of me wanted to compare it to when I got married. And I was in front of the church, everybody was outside, and they knew that the car was there, and then so everybody went inside, and I knew I wanted to do that. I knew it was forever. I knew it. And there was no nervousness. It only hit me a couple weeks later when I had visions that, oh my, okay, maybe this wasn't, well, no, this is not forever, but that's a whole other story. But it's more than that. It's not that, because the story doesn't end like, we're not still together. It wasn't the thing that the way that the thing is now. I don't know. I don't know how much of, the collective frequency where we're at to be able to like just is boom. Is this it? Finally, of one more notch. And I know I don't make any sense, but I don't know how to speak it. Agony and Gethsemane says the mountain rain is a cold shower. Now in Minnesota, you grab a bar of soap. You good, Corey Reeves? Good. Thank you. Glad you're here, dude. Bravery. Yep, 2 days. I'm back home. I drive 4 hours after work, so I'm here 2 full days a week. I miss them. Yeah, it's nice that way, though, eh? Right on. Oh, nice. Welcome, Kieran. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this is me. Welcome. Right on. Nice to see you. And I say that, and it's like the energy, like, whoosh, right? But, yeah. Thanks, dude. Tom Eden. Hey, everyone. How the devil are you? The devil is doing awesome. It's funny because when I was at Timmy's, I was so excited and I'm just like, oh. And so I was pressing on the keypad and I looked at her. I was like, I'm so sorry. I keep pressing 666. I just can't stop. And she looked at me and she was just like, it's okay. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with this pad. You guys keep telling me it's like it happens to other people, but like, why hasn't it been replaced if I'm sitting here doing 666 like for fucking like 30 seconds? And I think I just want to stay at the counter more because they're the only people who talk to me like for real in my day. Kieran, I'm too mature sometimes. I have never been accused of being too mature. Never. I don't think. My kids, maybe. When I was at the period of my life where, we had a blended family and 3 teenagers. Yeah, I wasn't so cool then for about 1.5 years, 2 years. We do play way more roles than we ever think in life. And I was not, I was not the best. I was doing the best in the moment, but woo. Exactly, bravery. Part of our loving awareness is to not judge others for what we think they do not know. You know it, Vives. Yeah. And that's the thing, eh? How do you think you can just look at somebody and think that they're not thinking flat earth, that just because they don't have the t-shirt of it, that they're beside you? You'd be shocked sometimes if you actually opened your, perspective and like spoke to someone that you wouldn't, everyone is in this. And, last year it was one thing for people to say, like, we're all in this together. There's the ascension, blah, 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 blah. But now, like, we've had the whole world under fucking lockdown. If that's not enough to tell you that, like, boom, we're fucking doing it. You think they are controlling this? Well, shit, I think I was there at the round table and I've been planning this since the beginning of time. That's how my perspective is. I see us planning this. Fuck, I meet a new brother or sister sometimes and it's like, boom, that flash, I can smell them. And it's like, fuck, I waited like since forever for us to connect. We planned this. Anyways. Everybody be saying hello, hello. Dude, I know. Where you say that, Kieran, where you say that was some synchronicity before, Genevieve, about having watched Miley Cyrus? Yeah, when I watched that video, I looked at, when the Miley Cyrus part came up, I was like, are you shitting me? Lily Rose was just born that year. The girls were in grade 9 or grade 8 or grade 7. Like, she was little. She was just born. And I've managed, like, to not see her do that. Because I didn't not care. Twerking is a dance, right? People from Jamaica, people have done that forever. She never made anything up, Jamaicans that I know, like, just kind of think it's funny and then show me how they do it. And then they kind of laugh at me because I got no butt, but yeah, so that blew my mind that I had never seen it. I saw it in the vid and then I wrote it and then boom, when your reaction, yeah, that was a cool sync. Like when James also noticed that he was wrenching someone as they were, what's it called? The button, when money appears, because somebody decides to give money. What is that called? Yeah, so, and that's the things, that's how I roll, Kieran, is I pick up on all these things everywhere that I see in the chats, that I see in the world, that I see in everything, and that's what gives me that knowing that all is well, because it can't be denied. It's everywhere. People who don't even know what the word synchronicity is, when you say something and then explain it, they realize they've been seeing this for so long. And how do you implant this in a way that you're not preaching? When you go to the counter and you get your receipt back and it says 1313, you don't just keep it to yourself. You say, dude, did you see? It was 1313. And then they're like, why does that matter? And then maybe it doesn't. Do you ever get repeating numbers? And you just leave. That's it. You don't have to tell them anything else. But you got their little seat. And then they're like gonna notice. And most people, to me, when I say, you know, like, boom, sink, and then say what my sink is, because that's just how I am in public, I am, they'll tell me theirs. It's beautiful. So that's the easiest, fastest way to start, like, really seeing the world around you that, like, oh my gosh, like, everybody. And having that thing inside of, some people will not ever use the same words, the same terms. They won't follow the same, you know, things, but they are still. They're still being woke inside. And they get to choose. They get to choose love or fear, just like we got to choose. And not everybody's going to choose love. Not everyone is going to choose love. And that's okay. That's their choice. Mountain Rain, I can't always get over here live, but you know I love you, sweet sis. Yes, sweetie, you are always with me, even if, no matter what, always. Yeah. Kieran. It's called being responsible, Genevieve. We forget the inner child sometimes. Yeah. I'm just good at being... Actually, I'm not that great at being responsible, to be honest. A lot. Well, I am, but it depends on what. Like, if you're thinking on a third dimensional level of, you know, the things that we're expected to do in life, then I'm, like, not. But if we're thinking on a fifth dimensional perspective, I'm right on track. Does that make sense? Yeah, it is all about the inner child, Kieran. I mean, there's 2 periods in my life where I consider I was asleep, and it is because I didn't harness and just ignored all the, you know, inner childness of me. I was older and, you know, thought life was over in my 20s of just, like, not being happy. And not in a bad way of, you know, I was married, I had kids, I had everything that I needed, and just, like, what the fuck? So, I'm 48 now, and I feel better than when I was a child, and then a teenager, because it's that thing inside of the knowing of me. Been through it to get to the other side. Comedian Bravery, I watched it, but then I got stoned and fell asleep and forgot to comment on the video, lol. Angelfish, I wanted change, no ideas how it was going to happen, but we knew. Yeah. We knew. We knew. And it doesn't matter, you know, some people, I grew up with these synchronicities. I grew up waiting for the flu to happen. So that's the things that I put into myself that's like Stephen King. The Stand. No, none of this shocks me. What shocks me right now is that, like, it's not the riots that shock me. It's the reaction of the woke that shocks me. Because when I say woke, I mean if you believe you're at a certain level, then none of that is the same. That's it. We're flitting from 3D, 4D, and 5D. And, you know, so it's very easy to see where people are at. You know, you're in 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, you know, like, it's very obvious. It can't be hidden anymore. You just need the eyes to see. Tom Eden. I love weed videos, but I always get too stoned watching because I just want it all. Give me some. I'm not that kind of weed smoker. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, the way I don't pass out. I don't, again, like, what strain? But no, I don't, you know? That's not, yeah. But again, it could be the strain, but that's not something that happens to me, you know what I mean? Everybody saying hello, hello. Miigwech for sure, gee. Yeah, whoever thinks it has nothing to do with Miley Cyrus, it's because Kieran. Can I share the video? Because honestly, I mean it. It's one of the most intense videos that I just needed for the vibration of it. You know, I'm not at war. This isn't about a battle, but it is a battle for love. And that's, you know, so, but the warrior in me, I needed that video. Shit, I've watched it twice, and I hardly ever watch anything twice besides music. I never watch music videos per se, but I mean, I don't repeat anything. I don't repeat things often. Why? There's a reason. I don't spell myself into certain things, but the energy of, you know, what is bravery? What is valor? What is courage? Because, like, you know, where are the valiant and the pure of heart? Agony and Gethsemane. I'm not sure why you wrote that. Sonic Geometry. But Sonic is one of my most super syncs. Me love Sonic. Hey, Scream Engine. Hey, G and Company, listening while painting outside, so I can't chat. Much love. Okay, now I want to know what you're painting, though. When you get a chance, if you take a break. Thanks for saying that you're just, like, hanging out with us, though. Our energy merges with yours, and let's just, boop, keep that vibe up, boop, up, 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 and away. Kieran, good discerning choice and motives take a back seat to fear, unfortunately. Good discerning choice and motives take a back seat to fear, unfortunately. I don't know what that means. Good discerning choice and motives take a back seat to fear, unfortunately. I don't know what you mean by that, Kieran. I have good discerning to see if people have motives, because I don't roll with motives. I roll with, you know, energy. I'm not of the mentality, and I have never been. I do not believe someone can be seduced unless they want to be seduced. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be seduced. You can't just be seduced. You can be seduced if you got no fucking, like, nothing and just will say yes to anything. But you can't be seduced if you know yourself. It's like a fucking joke. It's ridiculous. Like, are you done belittling yourself? Are you done? It makes no sense. We're not even in a world of seduction anymore. People who try that, it will turn back against them. We're heading into a world of much different values that have nothing to do with third dimensional world and the things we've been taught. So it's about finding your highest, the person, the people that are meant for you, you know, creating a new world, bringing through the children that are waiting to come through. You may not think seduction will work anymore, and if it does, like, good luck to y'all, because when it bounces back, it won't be pretty. Agony, responsible Crohn's, right eye twitches. I'm not sure what you mean by that either. Higney, gets many. Alex, whenever there was a problem in my last job, they always said I was responsible, so I'm responsible. Angelfish, I'm shocked that anyone is shocked at the behavior up until now and what they are continue to do. Eating popcorn, not my fingernails. Yeah.
I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Oh, he's loud. That's
Don't
wacky.
know what the song is.
Choose another song. You can't just put it that way. Make his hair curl.
Oh, with my hair back to with my hair back to with my hair back to.
Hang on. Ready?
Oh, with my hair back to 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 with my hair back to.
Whoop. Sorry.
Oh, with my hair back to pop.
See, Kieran, it's very hard for me to be too serious-y. I have comedic relief as my grounding. Alex. No. Mountain Rain. The Stand. You remember, we got this, yeah. Remembering through the knowing since I was a kid with Sinks. Exactly. Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Our Lady, Notre Dame. You want to see me in like fucking half, 3/4 full bloom, that if I go back and look at it, I'll be in shock that I didn't blow wide open, and that like we're a year and like a couple months later, you know what I mean? And I didn't blow wide open. I did. I've had a year where, you know, I changed everything more than once. I've traveled, I've done things, so the pivot of it's fucking go time, she has been lit. You know, I didn't just sit here and keep on watching videos for a year about why that would happen. I really don't care what anybody says about it. I know what Notre Dame means. I know. Tom Eden, you need a neon sign behind you saying The Veeves Show. Now your live stream is taking off. I think not. Thank you, though. Yeah, no, I'm not going to... I'm not... That's... No. I wouldn't even wear a t-shirt with my name on it. Kieran, it seems to me that the powers that shouldn't be are in a mad rush to meet their agenda, and the hand is being played before its time. See, I see it differently. I see that just everything's right the way that it should be. I don't believe the powers that be are in charge. I believe we manifest reality. We, us, like me, you, us, everybody. We manifest reality. So if we could stop focusing on like looking at that and harness all of our energy, then we would pivot into something different, because something can't continue if the collective energies are focused and directed in an aligned way together. The only thing keeping anything in a third dimensional perspective is us. And, you know, Karen, it's all about emotion, Genevieve. I mirrored it from another guy. Bravery, valor, and courage, the evidence of a love worth fighting for. You were saying about fear, people acting on fear, not you, I mean the general population. Yeah. But that's just it, is that I've been I've been prepared that the general population would act like this for a long time. If they hadn't, that's where I would wonder, like, what's going on? And this is a choice that people are making because not everyone is choosing to ascend. So they need their way to exit out. And that's it. Lily Rose, oh my gosh, Alex says, Lily Rose, you scared me. I think she's lacking originality, to be honest. Not in a bad way, but I think she needs to do something that's gonna scare you even more in a different way. I got a plan. Karen, I was talking metaphorically about bravery, honor, and courage, ways up, love for life, and what is worth fighting for. Yeah. Simon. Hey, Simon. 16, not 17. Found 17 on my account number. Bank, sweetheart. Honestly, the only reason I was going to put 17 and then I put 16 because we're the 16th. But I was going to put 17. Yeah, Karen, the children are the most grounding thing you can have and also liberating. Yeah. That's why Lily Rose's name, L-I-L-I, is for liberty. And the way that we planned it was so that she would be here, you know, so that I would make it through in the way that I have. Simon says new normal friends. Yeah. Yeah, what James was saying in his stream today, right? That's if you haven't lost your friends and people in your life by now, that, you know, and I mean there are people who might ascend or awaken in a way that they can actually stand each other and they don't lose each other, but I've never seen it in the last 15 years of watching people go through awakening in any type of way. I've never seen anyone keep their same. So, and in fact, sometimes it's like that ultimate sign of just the not being able to let go because there hasn't been any restructuring at all. And I've never seen anyone go through this without restructuring. Is it possible? Sure. But I haven't seen it yet. You know? Mountain Rain, Lily's so cute. Love her freedom with my hair back and forth. I go through the house now singing this, flipping my hair. My fam thinks I'm nuts. Right on. Woo! I don't know what that was. Right on, baby. I don't think you're nuts. That's how we walk around the house all the time. We're gonna be figuring out how to hook up as soon as we can for sure. I say figuring out. Let's just, like, let it be so. John Meaden, normal friends, LOL. We are unique. That seems to be the only words for it. Yeah, but when you haven't had anybody to interact with in so long, Tom, all the weirdos are just normal, right? So I totally get that. I wrote it yesterday in a comment to someone. Find the people that make you giggle and go from there. Find the people that give you a shiver when you see their name. That you just, there's something there. And that's how it starts. You know? Look at us now. From who's here, Bridget. Bridget was my first, like in the first 3 weeks that I had my channel. Alex, you've been with me, I think since my first month, if not the first. You know what I mean? come a long way from just like, oh, there's somebody's video, let's watch it, to trust, to speaking openly and of things that are going on. Like, fuck, I know more about people here, you know, than I know about my own ex-husband that I was with for 11 years. He never told me that stuff. Like, he told it to me after we got separated, and he wanted me back, but he wasn't able for 11 years to express himself, then thought I can express myself because she's gone, and it was like, no, you know, and, you know, like I said it yesterday, it didn't even matter. I was being guided to leave because his soulmate was coming. So, you know, like, yeah, not everybody rolls like that. To have such clarity of it's not just me leaving my husband, there's somebody else telling me, get the fuck out of the way, it's my turn. Like, through dreams. She wasn't knocking on my door. Through dreams. But I knew that I had to go. She was coming. So all the hanging on, and everybody that's hanging on are their friends and their partners. You haven't slept with your husband for 4 fucking years. You barely talk, and you're still hanging on, and you're wondering why everything's like not going well. Well, you were supposed to let go. You're meant for someone else. So is he. What bond do you have if you have no communication? If you're both driving each other nuts through this, you know, and you're just, what kind of a life is that? You're being asked to go forward and love yourself and have the best life ever, to manifest heaven on earth. Sounds good to me. I got my heaven on earth. And I have nothing. I don't even have the place where I really want to be, but I still got my heaven. Tom says, my housemate is Tom. Is that you, Van? Did you see his van in his videos, Simon? Tom's got a cool van. Tom's got a cool van. Karen, I have to go to bed. I saw your post, so I thought I would say hello, Genevieve. Hope you guys have a great day and take care, everyone. If you wanted to mirror the video, go for it. Thanks. I will, Karen. I'm going to go get it right now and put it up. If you guys want to put this in your vids, we're all different, what we resonate with. But this was just very powerful for me. The thumbnail is just a thumbnail of what happens to be, you know, when YouTube stops it itself, because the thumbnail is not representative of what the video is about. It's just, that's where the fucking YouTube decided to stop. It's one of the most epic videos I've ever watched. I needed it. The blend of finding that video at the same time as being gifted the awareness that I need to be more nurturing are what's pivoted me in the last, I don't know, whatever, 48, 24, 72 hours. And you'll find it kind of like yin and yang, because I'm being asked to be more nurturing, and the video is about warriors and battle and standing up for what you believe in, you know, depending on, that's my words, right? But so I can be nurturing but still be, I think I was paused right at the spot where it said the women, their role, you know, that there's a bravery to be had on both sides. So thanks, Kieran. Appreciate you being here. You're probably already gone, but nice. Hey, Patton. How's your day going? Hi, love, peace. Nice to see you. I let go of most people I knew and moved 5 hours away to start fresh. Feel better for it. Exactly. That That's beautiful. And, you know, it's such a, it's liberating. And the beautiful, most beautiful part of it is the people that we loved, we still love them, near or far. And when they have reached the frequency that they understand, what you understand, you might not still have the same ways of seeing things, but the frequency will be there. So the connection is never gone. You know, it's like a mother who has 5 kids. Of those 5 kids, you know, not every single one is going to call every day. There's a good chance that one of those 5 kids, my parents only had 2, and I'm the one that I don't talk to everybody a lot. I never did before, though, right? So, but I believe in love near or far, and the attachment of the actual third dimensional, you know, seeing, talking to, and feeling is not necessary. If you're not on the same frequency, don't feel good to go to, you know, a family shindig right now. Don't feel good at all. Why would you go? But if you send your love and spirit to be there, wow, that's beautiful. They could have a really good time and feel you there as if you're there, but you're not. And if everybody's there bitching that you're not there, well, that's not your problem, right? Simon, foreskin removed. He would not listen to me. Okay, higher view perspective. People choose their journeys. Each soul chose their path. You're not here to save everybody's penis, Simon. You know what I mean? You're not. You cannot take take someone's free will away because you believe what you believe. Believe me, I know I am not I don't, you know, there are no parts of me. There are no parts of my children. I had a son, and no, don't fucking touch that. My baby, you know? So, but you gotta let people live their life and their choices, and there's a detachment to be had. It's not about you, even if it's, you know, and I say that. And yesterday, remember when Revel was in here? It's his child. Yeah, he does get to decide, right? So when he was looking, you know, tonsils, and then he wants a second opinion, and we gave the energy. We poured through some things. So that's different. But you thinking of someone else's penis? Get your head back into your own, honey. Like, seriously. I'm going to say it straight up. You thinking about somebody's penis is like Melissa watching videos with a lobster being boiled. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's third dimensional perspectives, and that's it. Yeah, Mountain Rain. Love you all. Gotta go. Peace. I've already been on for 104. Won't be on very, very, very much longer because I want to get my chiclets. And we're going to go to the beach. We stayed till, well, it was 8:44 when I handed Lily Rose food last night. We stayed that long at the beach. And swear to gosh, I walked in the door. I said, get in the shower. You know, let's do the sand stuff now. I'll fix you something to eat. And as she hit the shower, a voice was coming from down the stairs, and Gary is saying, have you guys had supper yet? And I was like, what? No. And boom, he had made extra supper for himself. And when he saw we didn't come home, he was like, wow, they're going to come home and not have eaten maybe. I'll keep it out for them. So one of the bestest gifts of the surprise of just like, wow, you know? And it was awesome because I was just going to make her a sandwich, you know, beach date. That's it. And so she had pasta, she had pasta from above. Boom. So. Peace, love. I love my own space. I find it hard around people, but it's because I've not only found the right frequency in others, only on like here. Yeah. Alex, when nothing goes right, go left. Yes, peace, love. The world is waking up more and more. And it's so beautiful. And it's really that thing of just feel it, see it, know it. Those people that, you know, have woken up to like have done so much, you know, research, have the knowledge, you know, the next step and the biggest step is it's inner knowing, and it's just give everybody a chance. You know, I said it before, if you were 5 months ago, you were doing everything, how can you turn around in 5 months and think everybody else is a they? I've been at this all my life, watching from the perspective of someone who is waiting and bringing this through. So it's you know, it reminds me of when people have graduated and they're in high school instead of grade school, and then they call everyone else, you know, babies, and they're little, and they make fun of them, or they're putting them down, they're belittling them for being younger, for not being in high school. Meanwhile, they're in grade 9 and getting teased and bullied and whatever, told by the grade 12s that they aren't squat. Then you got people in university telling people in grade 12, 13, whatever, last year of high school, you don't know shit, you haven't graduated yet, you know, like, when you get here, you'll know. It's just a hierarchy forever. Like, when are we going to stop perpetuating that? We are all equal. And there's, we've said this before, but disclosure is not just about the they. Disclosure is about who you think you are too. Because true colors show through. They shine through. And, you know, it's not about the words and anything. You either have the frequency or you don't. Straight, deep and wide, break on through to the other side. Thanks, peace, love. It's it's just a really old top I got, but it's just like a summary, and just needed that sun. I still perpetuate the sun as yellow, even if it's not now, but you know what I mean? That way, trespassing on someone's free will choice is not a good idea. Neither is judging it right now. It comes back. That's why I dare say it, because to be, you know, believe it or don't, listen or don't, everybody gets to do it their way. behind the eyelids. Yellow, it grows, grows, grows. Yellow is your favorite color at the moment, Peace Love? Right on. I don't know. Don't have anything favorite right now. That's so weird. See, I can see comment. Tom, I didn't go to university. I was shit at school. And it's not appearing where it usually... So if I've missed any other comments, I didn't mean to, but... Yeah, they're not matching. But yeah, you weren't meant to go to university, Tom. Just like you weren't meant to do the things you didn't do. We weren't meant to be smart in school. We were meant to be the way we were. It's part of what kept us under the radar to get here to these times. Can you imagine feeling the way you feel like now, having felt like that since you were born? Aren't you glad you started waking up just a couple, months ago, couple years ago? Because some people, have been feeling it since they were born. With the utter knowing, not just, like I'm a hippie saying I want peace and love. The knowing. A Patton says, what's this about yellow? I don't know. They were talking about the shirt and then saying they liked yellow. And then I said about the sun being white, not yellow. But I still see it as yellow, even if I call it yellow, it's white, but it's not always white, so. Alex says, green and blue is my favorite color. So I'm in the motivational aspect of looking into the light or taking the higher path while deep in thought. Sorry, guys. Tom, I might have been better at writing and reading. And Simon says, I can't spell. In my life path, most men that have been close to me, my son included, are dyslexic, and but have manual abilities, like, and especially my ex-husband, like the spelling wound is something that just, he's still not over it. The teasing and how it makes him feel, and so it's big. Patton, I've been working with a yellow fluid lately that has been staining my hands and my clothes. Ah, yellow sinks everywhere. Simon, the 10 times notables was a dread to me as a kid growing up. That's a UK type of term, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what that is. You know what I mean? So, Simon, totally wrong way to be teaching people about watching words flowing out. Yeah, 14:22:9. I see that pattern. Double nines, eh? I like the numbers. Cool. It's 1:14 I've been on. Do you guys have anything you want to put out here? Any energy? How are you guys feeling today? Like there's an eclipse coming. It's new moon. It's solstice. How are you guys feeling? Like, just anything you want to put out there. Has anything happened, or anything you want to, like, just share really quick before I wrap her up? Mama Bear's getting the cubblings and she's gone. Feel great, Patton. I'm over the wind. Awesome. Yeah, I feel amazing. Amazing. Simon, I'm not sure exactly for the moon. For me, I'm not focusing on like one. I'm focusing on like just like the all of it. And yeah, focusing on the all of it. And the portals are opening. Choose. Be the best you that you can be. That's all that's really being asked of us, right? Is to be the best person we can be. Sometimes that's it's hard. It gets hard after 48.5 years to see that people just, that love is so hard to choose. That even people who choose not to go and burn something down and riot are still choosing, to focus on anger and judgment. Yeah, pattern synchronicities stacked this apocalypse. Yeah. We plan the synchronicities. We're the ones we've been waiting for. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Be the light you want to see in the world. That's all you gotta do, eh? You just wake up one day and just start acting how you want to be treated. So if you go somewhere and you would want somebody to smile and say hello, then you do. There's just, if you can't wrap yourself around that, then, think how would you want the person that you love the most? If you don't love yourself the most, but your child, treat people the way you would your child. How you want your child to be treated. Keep it simple, sillies.